GoPro too late. All the tricky stuff was back there. Out here on the 250 XCF. Alright. We're doing some single track now on the 250 XCF. It's a little rocky stuff. I mean, this is all a lot of this stuff you've seen on the channel before with me on the 300. I've done some of this stuff on my 450s and 350s. So, and what I've noticed so far is that this bike has got plenty of power to do most of this stuff. Now, there was a couple of situations back there getting to this point where it was really quite steep and loose and rocky and stuff, and I found myself, you know, on the clutch a little bit more, having to shift down in a couple of spots when it got really steep and gnarly. But for the most part, this thing has had more than enough power. As you can hear it kind of grunt through that section there without me shifting. I don't know what gear I'm in. Third gear probably. I don't know. I'll have to check it here. It's popping over things, popping through things. Grab second there. I think it's second. Shift back up. Things get a little smoother. This thing is good. I'm very comfortable with the platform, the XC platform here. Something that I've got a lot of time on now. So the suspension feels right at home. It's a little bit more skittish with these tires on my front end and my rear. Oh boy. My front end and my rear end. See, that's where the 4-stroke came out to get me. I didn't think that little section there was going to be enough to stall it, and I didn't have a finger on the clutch because I looked at that and I thought, you know what, on my 2-stroke that's not an issue, and it just didn't seem like it was going to be a problem, and it came out to bite me. It's kind of technical through here. Probably can't tell, but you can see how active my hands are. Letting the bike work beneath me. Yeah, this thing has enough power to float that front wheel on the binders here, to float that front wheel going up that stuff. You know, you get this 250F on the pipe and there's plenty of power there. I mean, I'd like to compare this back to back with something like my dad's old 500. My dad has a Honda 500 XL, and I think this thing has more power than that. Here's another good little hill climb. Test out the power. Now we're in second gear, and listen to that. Listen to that thing just hum up this hill, and it's a steep hill. Just sang like a sewing machine up that thing. Torquey little 250. It's kicking freaking butt. mean, for stuff like this, honestly, you would be no faster on a 450. Absolutely not. I mean, there was that one mistake back there that I made where being on like a 2-stroke might have helped, because I wouldn't have stalled it, so that would have saved me a little bit of time. But this thing's pretty phenomenal right now, I have to say. Dude, this is freaking steep! Man, I am having a ball on this 250 XCF. We are just in a flow, in a groove, despite having to stab a foot down right there. Up on the pegs here. Grab another gear. You know, if you're just gonna race or ride desert single track like this, you do not need to have the extra power of the 450, because this little sucker is just dynamite. It feels lighter, a little more maneuverable, a little more nimble overall, and it's just a great feeling. It's not as forgiving as, say, a 2-stroke like this one, and in some ways you could maybe argue that it's not quite as forgiving as a 450 when you come out of a corner and you've slowed down more than you thought and you didn't shift down. The 450 will let you just roll on the throttle and just freaking fly out of that corner. This bike, you have to be a little bit more careful, but overall, I like it better than a 450. Just feels a little bit more nimble than the 450s. Like you can throw it around a little bit better. There's a spot right down here, I'm not exactly sure where. Last time through this on my 300 a few weeks ago, I went right and I should have gone left, and I went right down into a massive rut. I don't want to do that again. Whoa, there's a dude there, totally scared me. Just right out of my peripheral. He was just right there hiding back behind those trees. Wearing like a black jacket or something. I think it's right up here. Yeah. Need to go left through that and not down into that little ditch there. Pop up, pop down. Yeah, like, guys have complained about the 4CS suspension. I do not understand it. They've said, oh, it's too harsh off things. Some guys say it's too harsh, some guys say it's too soft. I don't know, man. I really like the 4CS forks. Wait for my group here. I don't even hear them.